It has a black box warning. Do you know what a black box warning is? Wait, that's not the only thing. It causes cardiovascular issues, which may lead to cardiac arrests. Welcome to my channel once again. So I did a video answering a question about what birth control I use, and I have further been probed to talk more about the birth controls available to us. And today I'm answering the reasons why I said no to the Depo Provera. Now, the Depo Provera, there are two types. One of them has been discontinued in the Western world, but still available in Africa. I confirmed from a friend, and they still use it in Africa. But that is not even the only thing. The main issue is the side effect of the Depo Provera. I am sure a lot of people are suffering these side effects, but have no idea that it's being caused by the birth control they are using. It saddens me, and my aim is not to cause fear. You know this thing where they say ignorance is bliss, or what you don't know won't kill you. I think it's not true. One of my friends I know, well, he passed away, may his soul rest in peace, Jafta. He used to say, ignorance will kill you. As a matter of fact, you are a ghost, Doreen. He used to tell me that. So I decided to share so that we can, even if we are not going to do it for ourselves, our daughters must not go through this. So first of all, the reasons why people choose the shot as birth control is because it's 99% effective. The other reason why some people go on it that I have read that I'm shocked is that it makes people gain weight. So let's go into the why you should think about it. Of course, the scariest one is the FDA warning, black box warning, and the fact that there is going to everyone who uses this shot is going to experience a loss of bone density. FDA continues to say that this injury may not be completely reversible. Also, the bone loss increases as increases with the duration. So if you use it more than a year, your bone loss increases as well. And the FDA goes to warn that do not use this 8 times in a row. That is 2 years. So all those warnings to me was like gung gung. So the next one is cardiovascular events. There are a series of cardiovascular events that a person who is on this shot can go through. So if you are on this shot and you are experiencing any heart problems, your heart palpitations or whatever, please go check if it's the reason. Try to get off it and detox to see if you feel better. What even scares me most is this note that they leave for the doctor. Let me read it. It says, do not re-administer, okay, DMPA, that is the Depo, if there is a sudden partial or complete loss of vision. I'm like, what? Sudden loss of vision? Somebody can take this shot and get a sudden loss of vision, and it says there that it is still pending examination. So I don't know what the results of that examination was, but why release this into the market? Like, how serious is it for people to use this? Is it that urgent when people can learn totally how to read their body and learn natural family planning, which is equally effective? Natural family planning, if you know it and you do it to a T, is 99% effective. I'm not doing it to a T, and that's what I've been using, and it worked. So imagine if I do everything that it says. So why would somebody force this on people? The next one is going to shock you. Breasts. I mean, if you are on this shot, you have a high chance. Let me not say it causes before, so that Facebook does not take off my video. You have a high chance of getting breast or cervical cancer. Let me read it. It says here, hormone sensitive breast cancers, which often strike younger women, occur twice as often in women under 35 who have used the DMPA in the previous 4 years. But after discontinuation, the additional risk does diminish over time if you are one of the lucky ones. Number 4, there's a risk of ectopic pregnancy. So because of, if you watch my previous video when I was explaining how the egg comes to the fallopian tube, and estrogen, when it's released, okay, it also releases the LH hormone that helps the egg to come down to where it's going to be fertilized. So if you are taking hormones that are suppressing and making sure that everything is at a standstill, then something can go wrong, like the egg will not completely come to the place where it's supposed to be or move to where it's supposed to be. So it makes sense to me when they say here that one of the risks is that it increases the chance of having an ectopic pregnancy. So yeah, it's effective, but if you get pregnant, you might have some serious issues because some hormones might not have worked well. I'm even worried about the quality of the egg, or so many things. I just think about these things too much, and I think sometimes all my emotions get through. I have to go in and say, it's the world we are in, and do what I can do and just let it go. But it's really hard. I can't believe they push this on people. Number 5, and I think that is what a lot of us know, is that it causes depression, irritability, and mood swings. So people who have used this have complained about this, that they just don't feel good. One moment they're high, another moment they are low, and they almost feel like they're out of their mind. And then there's bleeding irregularities. So there's digestive system effects like changes in appetite, gastrointestinal issues, disturbances. Some people say they have thirst, this weird thirst, and also jaundice. So it also has an effect on the nervous system. You can get a paralysis, facial palsy. Another risk is also skin and appendages, dry skin, scleroderma, excessive sweating, body odor. And this is the one that they later on came out to say it's not true. There was a research that the US Disease Control Center had a research done, and it was proving that it doubled the risk of contracting HIV. Now they came back to say that research was not, was not conclusive, and they were going to do another research, and then it was cancelled. But people said they paid for it not to come out to say, yeah, it does cause that. But let me read what the initial research said. It says, hormonal contraceptive users may be exposed to an increased risk for HIV and other STDs because of the reported link between hormonal methods and cervical ectopy. Progestin, that is a synthetic progesterone. Progestin-only regimens such as the DMPA cause thinning of vaginal and cervical mucosa, and as a result may increase one's chance of being infected with disease-causing pathogens when compared with women using no method, pill, or other. Okay. DMPA users are at increased risk of chlamydia infection and vaginal candidiasis. Early results from a large prospective cohort study of prostitutes in Mombasa, Kenya showed a significantly increased risk of HIV-1 infection with DMPA use. The positive link between pill use and HIV infection was later supported by a meta-analysis of 28 studies, including 7 prospective studies. An update of the cohort in Mombasa has provided further evidence for an increased risk of HIV acquisition with use of both DMPA and the pill. So these hormones, because of what they do in your body, in your reproductive system, does increase your risk of, not just HIV, but any pathogen that colonizes the reproductive system or the vaginal area. There are a lot of pathogens there, but they don't pose any threat to us. But once there's a weak point, then they get the chance to be what they are supposed to be. This hurts me because they took this stuff to Africa, okay? You know that here they don't even want it, but they make this readily available in Africa, and it's what most people are using. And then what do we know about HIV in Africa? So it looks like somebody knows what they are doing. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you so that when you're making your choices, you would know what to do. Learning about natural family planning, it's not easy because we are not used to learning and taking charge of our bodies. But once you get it, you're going to love it.